Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Benjamin. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Blue 90. Hot. Hot.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. And what you've seen in the past, it's a really good job of execution by them.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Unfortunately for Jared Goff, there's something about rookie years for him. His first year at Cal as a starter as a freshman, his team won one game. Thought he wasn't going to develop to be a heck of a player or not. Turns out they were wrong. His second year, 3,800 yards passing, 28 touchdown passes, and helped lead his team to an NFC West title.
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Blitz are still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, it's got to be priority one.
Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, Allen. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he hits his man, Matthews. Nobody in front. Rashard Matthews. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashard Matthews taking it in.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Guy. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going through whether they're seeing different defenses. They're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The defending champion Eagles looking good thus far in their first game since Super Bowl 52. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, Patriots! Patriots!
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Sua Cravens in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. Pressure in, down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, they're going to have some space here on the free kick.
You're exactly right about that. They just wish that they could have the free kick and not give up the 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And this will be taken at the 13. So out come the Falcons now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they got to turn it away twice, though. They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after gains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw on second down is gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Gone. Out of the gun. Gone. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team. Very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Green 39, green 39.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Throws a nice pass for a first down.
Allen now looks to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it.
They ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Allen will try again on second down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working.
Jonathan Coachman in Orlando as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. He's got his man. It's Brandon Coleman. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they put field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
His NFL debut, looking sharp. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
On first down, Allen. Allen has it, left side.
Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action here on first down. He'll bite, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Guys, no more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
On third down. Third and long. It's gone. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. What didn't, I figured out a better game plan.
Goff now to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Mark Barron coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That'll come back to the 20. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. But from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he finds his man. That's Butler. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, Goff. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now he's going to get get this all the way down inside the 35. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, and that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1 to the sideline, and that's well done. Goal now.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Oh, and it's incomplete. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
Or hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Castle going to throw for the first time since coming on. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13.
So, while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded at the goal line. And some room to maneuver. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
On 1st down, gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Brown in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll fake the give. Now gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
It's on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Perry in there to get him the 6th time. They've sacked him tonight. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Most exactly right.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Backwards, now it's 3rd and goal.
Set! 319! 319! No. Check, Patriots!
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.